How's it going, everybody? Student Trader here, and today's video we're taking a look at WKHS Workhorse Group. I told you guys in the Discord Patreon, we said expect a dead cat bounce because it is dirt cheap right now, and that's exactly what happened with a low today of $11.33, and today's high up there at $13.15. Almost a whole $2 per share that you could have got if you took my calls up in the Patreon Discord. So click the link in the description box down below, join that up, only $3 a month, cancel anytime. Let's go ahead and get right into the analysis here. 1 year, 1 day chart. Today's volume was pretty much average, but really good still. Almost 12 million shares. So definitely not that bad for a $12 company. You will like to see more, but then again, it most likely was just a dead cat bounce play. And we can expect more green volume tomorrow. That's what I'm definitely hoping for. But yeah, sure, we could see another dip back down to the 1130s if it can hold it. But tomorrow I feel like it'll open probably around the 1250s maybe, and then push up from there. Just because of, right now it's sitting at 1295 above VWAP. So VWAP could be our support line at 1280 that it doesn't ever see 1280 again. The 5-day high up there is at $17, and it was just stepping down and take you out to 20-day. Oh, okay. Well, I think the lines got erased, but it was literally textbook trading. Dip, pumped up, dip, pumped, dipped, pump, huge dip, and then pump up, right? Even though $2 a share, you could be thinking that you could get more money somewhere else. But if it was a quick day trade, just in, out, then yeah, that's very good, and I will take that any day of the week. If you're in it right now below $1.4050s, I would say take your profit, get back in tomorrow. Sure, this stock could open up at $14 tomorrow, but it's always good to take your profits and get back in. Hopefully at a lower price, but sometimes you'll take a higher price. Support, like I said, down there at 1130. Also VWAP right there at 1280. You have some strong resistance heading into the 1353s. Really, any of these highs like 1670, 1580, 1416. That's because they couldn't break over that day, so that means it's going to be your really strong, heavy resistance, as well as 1859, and then probably basically the PT. Really, you could put a PT up there at $50, but it really needs to break over the $20 because it hasn't seen $20 since end of February, and that's going to be your heaviest resistance. And then obviously up there at $42 as well. Earnings wise, the company was pretty much stagnant until last quarter of a negative 18.5 cents. And next quarter earnings are going to be 8-10. So if they are going to be positive, then this company can turn around most definitely. We also need more catalyst and more volume. This is the weekly chart. I do like to see that. Even though it is Wednesday, the volume is still lower than last volume. Even if you double it, right, or you get 2 more days, right? So let's just say 70 million. That is still better than last week's red volume of 123 million. So when it's a red day, obviously it's okay to have red days in a stock. Red days, if they're a pullback off the highs, that's how you step up in a bullish pattern stock. You want it to be, you really don't want it to be more than half of red volume. Like for example, right here, you have 100 million shares, and then the next week it was only 57 million shares of red, and it was a nice pullback, and it pumped up too quickly. That's basically what happened. If you take a look at this chart right here, I'm looking at right here between 1-4 and 1-11. The high volume 100 million and the low of 54 million, and then it spikes up, and then the next day it was low of 37 million. So with that being said, if you can translate that from January and see a nice green volume again from 100 million shares, and which is pretty good for a weekly, for a mid-range stock that doesn't get that much attention unless it's getting bumped up. Yeah, you could see this pushing right back up and over $100 possibly. You guys take a look at NEO, right? $45. Take a look at XPEV. $40. Obviously, you know, it's been a it's been a rough couple weeks here with electric vehicles for some odd reason. Probably, I mean, it's just little things that adds up, really. I mean, even Tesla's been pretty hit hard. I mean, it pushed up all the way to 700 and fell down to 630 today. I mean, see, look, this is, if you ever have a question about a stock, just apply it to Tesla, and it's perfect. Look at this, right? The volume was 100 million, and then the red day was only 60 million, which is perfect, exactly what you want to see. And this week I expect it to be at least stay around the 650 as the next week push up, and then that could have some sympathy over to Workhorse as well. I mean, obviously Nikola is kind of like the workhorse of that. I mean, that, don't even get me started about Nikola. Very, very upset about Nikola. Nikola's more risky, guys. So if you're into the more risky plays, check out Nikola, NKLA. If you're into the more technical, definitely go into the WKHS Workhorse. Here, that's what I would say. Taking a look at the news now. Not even mentioned in an article today. You want to be at least featured in an article every day, and at least have your own catalyst every 1 to 3 days. Is what I just found out from doing these stocks. That most tendency to move when you have volume, and that's pretty much textbook trading as well. But I covered most of these before my last video, so we'll just go ahead and skip it now. If you want to cover the news, go in last video. Obviously it applies because there hasn't been any new catalyst. So guys, that was my video on WKHS. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't. Questions, comments, opinions, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what your plan is to do on Workhorse here, what's your PT, and when you plan on selling it. All right, guys, thanks for watching.